this room really quickly, and just want him and his family to know that we're thinking about him. Game week's finally here. Get a chance to go play in the Aflac kickoff game in Mercedes-Benz. Great venue, great event, and great opportunity for us to go play a really good football program in Syracuse. We got 20 players from the state of Georgia, I think 15 guys from the Atlanta area. They're going to have a lot of family and friends at the game. So a great way for us to kick it off and find out where we're at. So I'll open it up for questions.
On that note, where do you think you are with this team right now?
I like who they are, how they compete, how they've grown. You're at the point in the year we've got to prepare extremely well this week and get ready to go play. And game ones, there's a lot of unknowns as far as what you're seeing from the other side of the ball, their personnel, all of those things. You got to be able to communicate and adjust quickly and well during the course of a football game. But I like this team that we have, and they've handled themselves with great maturity. They've been extremely competitive. They've continued to grow. We need to do that this week and then go play.
Adam, and then Josh, what do you typically find out about your team in the first game that you never know about in camp?
Well, at the end of the day, it's the first time that you're playing in front of a packed stadium. There's knowns and unknowns of what you're seeing on the other side of the football, their ability to communicate, and all 11 play as one. For some of them, it'll be their first live action in college. The physicality and the speed. Running through the tunnel, it's different. Everybody remembers their first time inside of a packed stadium of this size. I certainly can remember mine. You get between the white lines, it's 11 on 11, and so being able to settle into the ball game, do your job at a really high level, are all things that are going to be really important.
With so much notable roster turnover this season, changes at quarterback, running back, and other positions, especially on defense, what steps has your staff taken to make team chemistry and continuity a top priority this offseason?
Yeah, it doesn't just happen on game week. It's something when we get back in January and start our offseason every single year. You guys have heard me say young guys don't have time to be young. That's in how they approach everything they're doing every day. Our veterans doing a great job leading those guys, helping them grow as men and in the game as they, embark on a college career and, handling everything that comes with it. It's constant growth, and as far as building continuity or connection as a football team, those are things that we're always diligent in. That happens, when you're inside of the building, in the weight room, on the practice field, but also carving out moments outside of the normal football action to develop relationships.
Rob, then Ryan.
Coach, just the level of confidence you have in your quarterback and receivers, it's, there's really no body of work among those guys there. How do you?
Yeah, I really like all of those guys. In the quarterback room, you've heard me talk about, 3 guys that competed during the course of training camp. You've heard me talk about the wideouts. I love the traits. They've all been healthy here the last, week and change. And so I'm excited about that group. Don't have time to be young, play young, but I expect them to be ready to go play the way that they've practiced. Anticipate that, for all of us during the course of this week. It's still, learning, earning, and taking a job and improving ready to.
Challenges preparing for the Syracuse offense that has a lot different personnel compared to last season?
Yeah, a lot of different personnel. All their shift trade motions, the communication is going to be important. I said it earlier, but tying all 3 levels of your defense together is going to be important in this. You got to win one-on-one matchups with the way that they play the field too. That's in your secondary, but that's also winning one-on-one matchups up front.
Named Joey, QB1. Have you had a conversation in that room about who QB2 is, or is that part of it still open?
You guys will find out on Saturday, I guess, when the depth chart comes out.
back with Rick.
Coach, how important will the role of the tight ends be in helping Joey adjust and ease into this season as he takes over?
Yeah, important for them to, be in sync in the pass game, but as tight end, you got multiple things that you got to do. They got to be elite at what we're asking them to do in the run game in the core, and then obviously in protection at times as well. In this football game, all 11 being on the same page, doing their job at a really high level is important. You got to be efficient first and second down, and that's a part of creating big plays too, and being able to convert on third down.
Aside from execution, what's the key to being a good red zone offense, and how can you be better there this year than you were last year?
Well, some of last year was penalties where you get behind the sticks. You got to play smart football down there. Is a big part of that as well. And then if you are throwing the football, you got to be efficient with it. So a lot of what takes place in the middle of the field is important in the red zone. It's hypercritical in the red zone because space is condensed, and you got to be really efficient whether you're running the football or throwing it.
Coach, how do you feel about your offensive line? 4 new starters, a lot of new pieces that you brought in, guys that have developed on this offseason. How do you feel like the continuity and chemistry is with that group?
Really good. From the meeting room to how they've operated, communicated, been in sync in the run game, pass protection out on the practice field as well. You guys keep talking about the guys that haven't played, are new as a coach. On task with these guys. There's a lot of trust in the guys that will get their first action here.
When you look at the wide receiver room getting ready for that first game, obviously you have maybe your top 3 starters, but how do you feel about the room as a whole as you start to build depth there?
Yeah, young guys that maybe came in January or transferred in January. Feel like they've done an elite job of being super mature and handling everything within the scope of our offense, played and competed at a really high level, made plays. Got great trust in those guys.
Josh, with the SEC announcing a 9-game schedule moving forward, what are your thoughts on that? And with the 3 permanent opponents, any games that you believe should maintain on your schedule?
It's one less question I got to worry about getting from you guys at media days or any of those events. We finally checked one off the box. This is, best conference, top to bottom, inside the country. What you face week in and week out. Adding a 9th game, I think, is exciting for everybody. Great venues, great games. So really excited about that. Appreciate it. You guys have a great day.